So, you're thinking about becoming a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. And honestly, great choice. But in this video, I'm going to be going over 5 things that you should consider prior to becoming a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. So stay tuned. Welcome back, Psych Dude family. It's good seeing each and every one of you guys today. It seems like I haven't made a video in a while, so I figured I'd make another video, guys, for you. I've been extremely busy, but I need to keep up with my schedule. I promise I'm gonna try to do 2 videos a week, but for now, let's just make this video for this week, and then we'll get things going. So, you guys probably clicked on this video wondering, okay, what are the 5 things I should consider prior to going to psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner school? And we'll get to that, but let me go ahead and say my plug in terms of following my Instagram, giving this video a big thumbs up, and subscribing and sharing my content to everyone, because we need to get big and we're almost getting closer to 1,500 and we're gonna get up to 10,000. Well, let's get this video going, so enjoy! So the first item you have to consider are hours. Honestly, hours can be typically way different compared to the hours that you worked as an RN. As an RN, you had the flexibility of working either 8-hour shifts, if you're working 12-hour shifts, and as a Psych NP, you don't have that choice a lot of the times. Typically, if you're working in the outpatient setting, a lot of the times they're going to want you to work their 8-hour shifts. Especially in the community mental health centers, you're probably working 8 to 5, 9 to 6, things like that. Yes, you do have weekends off, but you're not going to have any time for you to run errands, especially during the week, without requesting time off. And that sucks. And honestly, I like the hours as an RN because you have the flexibility of clumping together your 3 days and then having the rest of the 4 days off. Or if you're working nights, you can just go in at night and then do all the things that you need to do during the day. That doesn't say that Psych NPs typically just work 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 hours like that. You can work 12-hour shifts, but a lot of the times you have to be working in the either ER, inpatient, you're doing rounds, or if you're working in a outpatient urgent care, things like that. So you definitely have to take into consideration the hours. If you love the hours right now because of being flexible and being able to spend time with your kids while just going to work 3 shifts a week, then you might have to consider another opportunity elsewhere. Yes, you can do it, but the job opportunities are definitely slim. So take that in consideration. So the second thing you should consider is it's not as glamorous as you think it would be. Yes, I love my job. Yes, I love doing the things I do on a daily basis, but sometimes days are tough, they're long, and you have to deal with so many different personalities, different diagnoses, and constantly thinking about what your next move is and having to deal with so many either drug seekers or people that just want to manipulate the system and get what they want. And a lot of the times that does get tiring, and it's not as cool as you think it would be. Yes, you make that impact on certain patients, but there are other patients that just drain you. Yes, it's like any other job, but sometimes dealing with all of these personalities, dealing with all of these type of people that you have to constantly just treat, it gets tough. But don't let that discourage you. But it's definitely something you have to take into consideration, especially if you're in a job right now that you love and you just go there every single day and you're so used to things and dealing with all of the things that you have to deal with. The third thing you should consider is doctors still look down on you. And especially psychiatrists, they always talk about, oh, we received way more education than you, we had to do so many hours more than you, which is true. They had to do a lot of hours compared to us, but at the same time is some doctors don't see you as equals. They don't see that you want to help patients ultimately. All they think about is that you got barely any training, but they don't consider all the experience we got as an RN, and they look down at you. They don't necessarily see you as equals. There are some really good psychiatrists and physicians that actually do see that you're their colleagues and they respect you, they respect your decision making and all of that stuff. And I absolutely love those psychiatrists and love those MDs, but sometimes it's not like that, and that's what we have to deal with as Psych NPs, unfortunately. And sometimes they don't even want to talk to, if you're trying to discuss the patient with one of or like refer a patient, sometimes they don't even want to talk to you. They'd rather just talk to your collaborating psychiatrist and get all the information from them, and not necessarily express or encourage your judgment, and they don't necessarily want to talk to you. So it sucks sometimes, but it's one of those things where you just have to roll with the punches and just do what you gotta do, and don't let that discourage you from being, but definitely think about it, because sometimes they do look down at you. Consider that. The fourth thing you should consider is patients typically don't know exactly what you do. Yes, you can give them the verbiage of, yes, I'm a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, blah blah blah, but they typically just see you as a nurse sometimes until you educate, and you're gonna have to educate a lot, especially with our field and having to deal with all of these patients. Typically they're like, oh, you're a nurse, so where am I gonna see my doctor? Oh, you're a nurse, when am I gonna see the psychiatrist? You prescribe medications? You do all of that? Are you allowed to do that? So you're gonna get those questions all the time, and sometimes it gets discouraging, especially if it happens so often. To me, now that I'm seeing my patient load, and I'm actually, like I said, I've been a Psych NP for more than a year, all these patients are used to me, and then in the beginning it was kind of tough because you constantly have to educate and just educate, and eventually sooner or later they're gonna understand that you are competent, and you just have to constantly educate about your role, what you do, and sometimes you have to do it, and it sucks, but you have to let patients know that you are qualified to do this job. You're qualified to provide medication management, you're qualified to provide therapy, and you're qualified overall to see yourself as an equal compared to a psychiatrist or a PA or whatnot. So definitely take that into consideration, because sometimes people get overwhelmed with having to constantly do that and get frustrated because they worked so hard for their license and to be able to prescribe, to be able to provide services as a Psych NP. So definitely be aware of that. And before we move on to the fifth and final reason, quick shout out to Metalita for sending me a couple of jackets. I already opened this, but I just wanted to show you a little bit how they sent me the box and what they sent me. So first they sent me a jacket. Of course, I had to cover my name, so of course, and you can already tell how amazing it looks. And then also the white coat. So let me go ahead and put it on, and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, so this is the Ionic Metalita jacket. This is the scrub jacket, and honestly, first impression, it looks extremely good. Yes, there are a lot of companies that come out with jackets that look similar to this, but then let me tell you why this is different. It's about the details. Look at the details. So I don't even know how to explain it, but they have different layers and it shows different textures on the jacket, and it shows you how well of it shows you how high the quality is with the jacket, because other jackets will just make it all flat, but this one, it shows different textures and then different layers. I'm not someone that is into style, or not someone that actually knows what to say, but I do like stylish things. So definitely take this jacket into consideration. It has amazing amount of pockets, as you know that I love my pockets. So it has a pocket right here, so which is pretty versatile. You can hold a lot of different things. You can hold pens, you can hold your cell phone, you can hold your badge, things like that. And what I do like about this jacket is it has zippers for the pockets. Right here it has a pocket, and they're actually really deep. And then one thing I do like about this, it has a big pocket, and then also has a pocket for your cell phone. I have an iPhone X, and it fits perfect inside there. And I'm sure it'll fit bigger phones because there's still enough room. But yeah, this jacket is sleek. It makes me look slim, and then it fits really well. This is a large in the Ionic men's scrub jacket. So Metalita, you did an amazing job with this. So let me show you my other jacket that I got. The other jacket I got was an M3 Bernard Slim white coat. So let me show you. Alrighty guys, here is the Bernard M3 Slim white coat. And feeling like $1,000,000 right now. This jacket is high quality, guys. Extremely high quality. I'm about to enter these hospitals, nursing homes, my outpatient clinic and be like, what's good? But honestly, this jacket is extremely high quality. It has good amount of pockets. It has one in here, one here, there's one right here, here. And the good thing about this jacket is it's slim fit. A lot of lab coats out there are, let's be real, they're horrible quality, they're extremely thin, and they don't fit well because they're extremely wide. And I have no idea why, but this jacket fits good. And the quality of the material is, it's thick. It's really thick and it feels good. And it fits my shoulders, and I don't know, this is worth it. It's definitely worth it. I would definitely take a look at Metalita scrubs, look at their jackets, scrub jacket, their white coats, especially this M3 Bernard slim fit white coat. So I think that's a name, yeah. M3 Bernard slim fit white coat. It's to die for, and the embroidery is really nice. It's, yeah, I have to cover it again because I don't want my name out there, but the embroidery is really nice and it fits extremely well. It's not super long, which I like, and like I said, definitely take a look and consider this jacket if you're looking for a high quality build white coat. I'm gonna put a link in the description down below for both jackets. And thank you, Metalita, once again for allowing me to show off your products and allowing me to have a product such high quality. And for my fans out there, my Psych Dude family, definitely take a look and consider this. And by all means, this isn't sponsored by Metalita. This video isn't sponsored or anything like that. They didn't pay me or anything like that. They just allowed me the product to show to you guys, just to be able to spread the word. And thank you guys once again. And now on to our fifth and final reason that you should consider prior to becoming a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. And the fifth and final thing that you should consider prior to becoming a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner is we need you guys. It's pretty much what it comes down to. Mental health patients need you, other providers need you, because there is such a shortage right now of psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners compared to the amount of patients out there. And definitely, if you are on the fence and you're seeing so many different negatives, think about the patients that you can help, and think about all the impact that you can make on these patients. And yes, there are negatives within this job, and yes, there are a lot of positives of this job, but definitely take into consideration that we need you. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I gave you a lot of great information, and I hope it helped you decide whether or not you want to become a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. Yes, this job isn't for everyone, and even nurse practitioners, becoming a nurse practitioner isn't for everyone, but definitely give this career a consideration. Well, as always, enjoy the rest of your day. Oh yeah, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram at The Psych Dude. Have a wonderful day, guys. See you soon.